What's good, y'all? Man, did y'all see Romero versus Barroso this weekend for the WBC title? That fight was kind of crazy and weird. You know what I mean? I kind of liked it, the fight. You know what I mean? Because it was like it was like a KO puncher versus a KO puncher. They both have big power. I didn't even know anything about Barroso like that. And they both had big power, so it was a little bit of punches thrown. You know what I mean? When you get two punches in there, like everything they throw, they trying to end you. So it's a low output from both fighters. Like Tank versus Ryan too. It wasn't a lot of punches thrown like combined between those two like that. You know what I mean? When you get two knockout artists in there, I'm not sure what Barroso's KO ratio in it was, but you know what I mean. They try to take each other's head off. I mean, don't nothing change, just like the rest of their fights. And Rolly Romero, he didn't like Barroso's power. He couldn't take that power too much. So Rolly actually tried to become a boxer. You know what I mean? He kind of showed a little decent footwork, you know. But Rolly liked to call people runners and all that. People with the style of Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson. And he looked at a little scared in there, like he was running, like how he described. You know what I mean? I thought that Rolly was this tough guy. Nobody would be able to make him get on the back foot how he talked. You know what I mean? But he felt that 140 power, and it looks like a huge difference between 135 and 40, more than you would think, because Rolly was a huge 135 pounder, and in this fight right here, they looked at pretty much the same size. Rolly's size was none. There was no type of advantage for him. You know what I mean? His punching power wasn't a huge advantage. The fight got stopped in the ninth round. Rolly was down on points. He was losing by like 4 or 5 rounds. Like he was moving his feet and stuff, but he wasn't even outboxing the guy. He was throwing jabs and stuff, like lazy jabs, just to keep the man off him so he don't hit him with that straight left. He knocked Rolly ass down in the third round. I thought that Rolly was finna be out of there for a second. But he just kept, that's why he was losing rounds, because he was moving his feet, but he just was just pawing at him. You know what I mean? He ain't throw a lot of right hands, you know? And when he did, he didn't land a lot, so he was losing rounds. And in the ninth round, he uh he got a knockdown on Barroso, but it wasn't even a real knockdown. Like, cause he threw his right hand, and I think it like hooked around his neck or something, and then he kept pushing the punch, and then dude fell. Like he hit him with one real punch, but then the other punch he just pretty much pushed him to the ground, and it took him a little second to get up, so it was counted as a knockdown. They was counting him out. But the stoppage was BS. That man didn't even look hurt like that no more. And Rolly wasn't even landing those punches like that after he knocked him down. You know, he just threw a little flurry to look good or whatever. But I don't think Rolly think that it was finna get stopped at that moment. You know what I mean? He was focused on trying to get him out of there. He was just throwing wild punches or whatever. But Tony Weeks stopped it. Had everybody in the outrage, even the commentators. They was like, "What the hell?" Like as soon as the fight stopped, people calling for Tony Weeks to retire. I mean, I knew what was going on, and I called it out after the Tank versus Ryan fight that Rolly was finna get this belt, hopefully for a Ryan Garcia fight. That fight is looking real possible. You know what I mean? And it's kind of a good fight too. Like They, of course, they both lost to Tank. They're not that skilled on that level, but they are similar to each other's level. That's kind of a slightly 50-50. Ryan is more of the favorite in that fight because he's more technical, more skilled than Rolly, but he's not no incredible boxer like that. Maybe he can't keep Rolly off of him. You know, that fight is kind of 50-50 to me, and I kind of do want to see it though, but I don't want to pay for it on pay-per-view, but Showtime going to make that pay-per-view. You know what I mean? And no, the winner of that fight should not fight Tank. Tank, y'all already had y'all Tank shot. Y'all both got y'all ass knocked out. There's no point. But if Tank gives Ryan Garcia another rematch before Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson, man, I don't even think I can even look at Tank. I think I just boycott the rest of his fights, man. To let somebody like Ryan Garcia get a shot twice over the brothers when he ain't never did nothing in the sport. All he did was have some Instagram followers to offer. You know what I mean? But they talking about building him back up for that fight. It's just some WWE shit going on. And it is what it is. Rolly, I don't know what he's finna do at 140. Cause the champions, he's for sure getting his ass beat by all the champions. Uh Maybe he should fight a couple nobodies before the Ryan Garcia fight. Maybe Ryan needs a tune up before Rolly. You know what I mean? And it's just dangerous, man. Even Barroso was supposed to be a nobody, and he was handling Rolly kind of with ease a little bit. So, what can you do with Rolly? Should they have to go straight into that fight right now? Let's see what's going on in the future for these guys.